Hello viewers, this is immigration lawyer Naresh Gehi, and I'm a lawyer admitted to practice in New York. I'm here today to explain to you something that's very important. The first thing that comes to a person's mind when it comes to American immigration is I want to visit America, or I want to immigrate to America, or I want to do something with the United States of America. Today I'm here with Reena Manithia, and she's an advocate, and we both are going to discuss the different ways through which you can come to the United States of America. So the most common route which is taken by people happens to be the B-1, B-2 visa. I think all of you know what is the B-1, B-2 visa. B-1 is a business visa which allows you to come to the US for business, and the B-2 visa is a visa that allows you to come to America to visit. For example, you want to visit Disneyland, you want to gamble in Vegas. Once a New Yorker, always a New Yorker. You want to visit New York. That's your B-2 visa, folks. So our first focus today is going to be on the B-1, B-2 visa. B-1 means business visa to come to the US. B-2 means coming to the US to travel, to visit Disneyland, to go to Vegas and gamble, come to New York, enjoy the party scene and come back to. So that's what the B-2 is.
Sir, could you enlighten us more about B-1 and B-2 visas?
All right, that's a great question. Now, B-1 means, take an example, you have a company over here, all right? You are based in a foreign country, you're in India, or you're in the UK, you're in Netherlands, you're in Switzerland. You want to basically visit another company in the US with whom you're doing business, or you want to establish business connections. Now, a lot of people go to all these shows in Vegas, to display their products. They say, okay, you know what, I'm a garment manufacturer. I want to go there and I want to display my garments over there. Trade shows, for example. B-1 is the way to go. Then you're going for a trade show, and after that you're coming back. Because the actual purpose for you to go there is to display your products. You're displaying your products, and after that you're coming back. That is a B-1 visa, which means that I'm going for business. After my business mission is accomplished, I'm going to come back. B-1 is different than B-2.
So could you tell us more about B-2 as well?
All right. Now, B-2, I want to go and party. I want to visit. I want to take my family for a visit. I want to have fun in America, and I want to go back. Pleasure is the word. So which means I just want to enjoy. I want to go to Florida. I want to dance. I want to have a great time. I want to meet my friends. I want to meet my relatives. Hallelujah. That's the B-2 visa. And for that, it's very important for you to make sure that you prepare very well, because it's not a cakewalk for you to just walk up to the consulate and say, hey, listen, I'm here. I want to go to America. There's a lot more that is needed in these circumstances. A B-1 or a B-2 visa is a non-immigrant visa.
Yes, correct.
Non-immigrant means you're telling the consulate here that you are visiting the US and you are definitely going to come back.
Yes.
Definitely you're going to come back. That's what is happening here. Now, definitely means the burden of proof is 100% upon you, not 99%. So when you present yourself before the consulate, you need to make sure that exactly you have that style, the persona, and the conviction to let them know that you're going to come back. And if you prove that, then the consulate officer is going to issue a visa. Now, generally people say that I went to a consultant. Don't do that. Because what I've seen, why consulates get upset. Half the time, these consultants, what they do, they prepare fraudulent documents. And they're not lawyers. So when they use these fraudulent documents, and when they try to circumvent the immigration laws, then the sad reality is, number one, your B-1 or your B-2 visa will be denied. Secondly, other than that, the US can also ban you, and you may be charged with a fraud, and it may be difficult for you to even get a visa in the future.
Yes.
So that's about the B1 and the B2. So the most important thing is make sure that exactly you know what you're doing. Secondly, do not take a chance with your B1 or your B2 visa. Thirdly, be very, very well prepared. Better for you to do the paperwork on your own or go through any advocate of your choice. That's critically important. And dress to impress, that's the American way. Your style, your personality matters a lot. How you carry yourself. Because sometimes when people go to the consulate, I've seen them, they don't even dress appropriately. So it's all about style, personality. You're dealing with America, a country that has a lot of learning that, it's a beacon. It's a great country to learn from. And sometimes, Reena, what happens is that people go to the interview and the visa gets denied.
Just on the basis of interview?
Yes, because the officer interviewed you, and now you went for the interview, and the officer said, "Okay, excellent. Please tell me why you want to go to America." And you went over there, and you are not very well prepared. You did not know what is Section 214B of the INA. 214B of the INA. INA means the Immigration and Nationality Act requires you to prove that you have a non-immigrant intent, which means that when the consulate is going to talk to you, he's going to look at you in the eye and he can really ask you difficult questions at times. And it's your duty to convince him with clear and convincing evidence. Clear and convincing is a very high standard. That if I am going to America today, I promise you, I am coming back. And if you are able to do that, congratulations. Here's your stamp, straight to the United States of America. But if you cannot, then after that you have to stay home and enjoy your motherland and be happy over here.
Can we, once the visa gets rejected, can we reapply for B1 or B2? And how many times can we reapply?
Yeah, very good question. So, so someone comes to me, this happens very often, that Mr. Gehi, my B1, B2 got denied. So first thing what we do, we investigate those cases. We see exactly what is the real reason behind it. And then after that, we work with people to make sure, how did you interview yourself? What really happened with that? And we cater to a lot of top businesses because it's much easier to kind of cater to businesses or to corporate heads, CEOs who are legitimately going there, to accomplish the business missions or go to, the US to kind of, have fun and come back. That's what we do over here. So in those things, what we do is we start from the bottom. We look at what the person did at the interview, how well he spoke, where did he go wrong, and then you apply for the second time. But I've also seen this, Reena. Sometimes, if the visa doesn't get approved at the second time, you also have the third bite of the apple. You can apply again and again. And I've seen people getting the B1, B2 visas even after 6 attempts. So don't give up, but write the right kind of documentation and the right kind of support from your legal advisor is critically important for you. Now, a lot of people from different countries, from Mexico apply for the visa. From India, you see a lot of people from Gujarat applying for the visa. And they are getting denied. They tell me, Mr. Gehi, I don't know why my visa got denied. I said, yeah, I remember this case about this person from Gujarat and who said, my visa got denied. I said, who told you to include this paperwork? Oh, I had a consultant. And the consultant told me that he had done more than 500 cases. A consultant is not a lawyer. So that is the difference. And the consultant is smart because he's doing it every day. And they're wonderful people. They're here to see, and they know within a minute who did the paperwork. Because you're seeing this every day. So end of the day, when you are applying for your B1, B2, remember, exercise extreme caution. Make sure that you're fully prepared for the interview. And there are two types of people I've seen. One are those who are professionals, who want the job right, and they basically take the utmost care when they apply for the visa. But second are those, they just gamble. If I get it, I get it. But they don't understand that if you're not getting the visa, that's a blemish on your record. And next time when you're going to go there, the consulate already knows that your visa was denied in the past. So make sure that when you apply for the first time, fire with all your guns. That's an American expression. Fire with all your guns and make sure, which means do your best and try to get it done at the first time. If not, at least if you lost, during your first interview, at the second interview, the lawyer can tell you what you missed or something, so that you can accomplish your mission. And after you get there, you can see mission impossible made possible after you come to the USA. Now, a B-1, B-2 visa, generally the consulate can grant it to you for 10 years. But people think, wow, I got this visa for 10 years. I can live in America for 10 years. No, nada. You can come to America. On most occasions, you can be in the US for 6 months. And after 6 months, you can extend your status if you want. And then after that, you can change your status in the US, or you have to come back to your homeland. But the whole purpose for you to get the B-1 or the B-2 visa is to visit the United States for business or for pleasure, and then you have to go back to your native country. So to sum it up, B-1, B-2 is a non-immigrant visa. B-1 applies to people who want to do business with America. B-2 applies to people who want to visit the United States, you want to visit Disneyland, you want to go to Vegas to gamble, you want to come to my city, that's New York City, and meet your friends, your relatives, and go back. That's the B-2 visa.
Get a free consultation today. Call the number on your screen or visit our website, gehilaw.com, to learn more.